Hello everybody, this is Judy from the Whispering Garden, and it's kind of dark this evening, and it's a Sunday, but it's been 7 days since I did my last tour. Yeah, look, the skies. It was raining today. I have a few surprises in the garden, which is really interesting. These are all of the tomatoes I planted from the windowsill in January and February. I started them, I believe, and they are about 3.5 feet tall, most of them now. The interesting thing is, within that one tomato I had with the one seed, or the seeds that I got from the one tomato, which are these first 2 rows right here, which are about 20 plants, maybe 24. There are different kinds of plants in it, so I'm assuming they are cross-germinated, and within one tomato plant you have different germinations of seeds, which is really interesting. But look at this tomato bush. Aren't those the strangest looking tomatoes I've ever seen? And as we look up here, we can see it's almost a cross between a Roma tomato and a banana. That's what I figure. Maybe not. It's just really strange. And these right here turned out to be some kind of salad tomatoes. Definitely not the Roma tomato, but must have been cross-germinated. There's quite a few on here, actually. And there's a lot of these. These are salad. And then there's also there's like 5 or 6 different varieties from that one tomato. Let's see. Oh, here's some Romas. This is the Roma style that I got it from. So this one is true to the tomato that it actually came from. All these seeds came from that I'm showing you. And we go down here, and these are Romas as well. That's the style of tomato I planted all these from the grocery store, which was an organic section. And there's a lot of salad tomatoes, round ones though. Most of them are round. This looks like a cherry tomato. Isn't that interesting? All these came from one tomato, but yet different bushes. And even the leaves are different. Look at the leaves on this one versus this one. And then we've got 3 plants right next to each other, all different plants. And then we've got the leaves on the Roma, which are like really serrated. Very interesting. This is really fun. Something I did have was some disease in the tomato plants, and I'm getting it right now. I had to pull out 2. It was a type of blight caused from rain and mildew, and we've had a lot of rain. So this is what we have here. Starting, I might have to pull this one plant. I'm gonna let it go a little while. It has a lot of tomatoes on it. I'm gonna probably go ahead and let it go, unless I get more plants that are starting with this blight. This has a blight, and I expected some disease, and it does happen. I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably pull this one though. This one looks pretty bad. And it doesn't really have a lot of tomatoes on it either. So I might just pull that one today. But oh, it smells so good. Another interesting thing was some cross-pollination in my zucchini and pumpkins. And I want to show you this. These tomatoes on the mind. Pumpkins are doing really well. I'll show you how big this one is so far. That's how big it's gotten so far. Letting it climb. If it gets too heavy, I might make a sling for it out of like nylons. tomatoes are really fun. And I'm going to go over here. Now, all of these seeds that I planted here were pumpkins. They came from my pumpkin bag seed that I got from pumpkins last year that I planted. And I did plant some zucchini last year. They were called grilling zucchini, and they turn round like pumpkins. So I'm assuming they were in the pumpkin family. Interesting thing, here is the cross-pollination of those. And what I got 2 plants out of that bag that cross-pollinated with these zucchini. And the reason I can tell is this is crawling like a pumpkin bush. And the original zucchini don't crawl. They grow straight up. And I'll show you an original. Now this actually does look like the original zucchini of the grilling zucchini, but I'll show you the difference. This is a zucchini plant that wasn't cross-pollinated with pumpkin, and that's what happened over there. It got cross-pollinated with a pumpkin. And see how these are growing straight up? Oh, this isn't one. This is the long, skinny zucchini. Let me find one. This might not be it. Let's run over here. I know I have one over here. And okay, here's an interesting one, guys. We've got zucchini here in this little plot that's coming up right here. And here is a cross between a zucchini and a yellow crookneck squash. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? So that is, and you can see the yellow crookneck in there, but this is a zucchini plant, green zucchini plant. And that was really interesting. And then I've got pumpkin over here. The pumpkins over here are doing great. And the zucchini all along the garden here are doing just wonderfully. They really took off after it rained. And what I'm going to do with these zucchinis is probably make relish and pickles out of them, since I have a lot of dill going. And over here I've got the dill coming up, but I got a first crop of dill over here. I picked it all, so it might grow back. I'm waiting for it to grow back. All that's left is little sticks, but I got a bunch of dill out of that. And I'm letting the lettuce over here go to seed so I can harvest the seeds. There's Simpson lettuce seeds from these. And the chocolate striped tomatoes are doing really well. This is the heirloom tomatoes I'm growing. And you can see the stripe starting to form on the tomatoes. And they're looking good. Over here I've got tiny Tim tomatoes. These are the tiny Tims. Quite a bit on there. Those are really cute. I've never grown those before. And the jalapenos doing great. And then we got the giant Belgium. And that is coming along okay. It's not growing as fast. I'm thinking it's lacking some nutrients in this one, but the tomatoes are coming along. Cherokee purple right here, I believe. And some more chocolate stripe. I need to pull these up a little better. I love the Cherokee striped. garden's coming along. Everything's coming into harvest right now. The green beans, I just got a big bushel the other day, waiting for them to grow some more, which they're just get another crop here in a day or two. Doing really well. And then over here under the little patio gazebo, we've got let's see, some different kinds of peppers that I'm growing. There's no peppers on it yet. There's a few blooms. We'll see how they do. And then I've got a yellow bell pepper. Oops. And just planted some garlic. And then over here I've got an herb garden going with some mint, parsley, and some sage over here. Thanks everybody for stopping by today. Hope, joy, and love to everyone. And I love you all. Have a beautiful evening.